Hello. Hola a todos. Hey everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the BGA Podcast. The podcast where we talk about movies, TV shows, and video games. And also random topics. And also stuff that I've learned like a few days ago or a week ago or like a few hours ago, whichever. Before I start, you might be noticing something right now. The audio. The audio is very, very different. Here's the thing, you guys. My microphone, well, more specifically, the freaking cord of the microphone, it doesn't freaking work no more. Like, I keep on plugging it into my USB mic and plugging it to the laptop. For a little bit it works, but then it doesn't work and it always freaking makes me annoyed. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be having any kind of headset, no microphone. I'm not gonna have a microphone for this podcast. Basically, for this episode of the podcast. But yeah, I'm hoping that next month I will have one. Hoping next month, which is September, which is my stinking birthday. Yeah. September is the month that I was born, and the 11th is the day that I was born. Yes, I know. Don't remind me on what happened that day. Okay? On that month and day. Like, they always tell me to never forget about it. The day it's whenever it's that freaking day. But yeah. Let's not talk about my birthday right now. We could talk about that next month. Basically, what I'm here to talk about is, well, basically a few topics I thought of for this month. One of them being about my microphone, but we will save that one for as kind of the last topics, basically, because that's the most upsetting one in my opinion. One of the ones, like, I have several things that make me upset, but then I have a discovery that I made about a certain store, and the other one just brings like so much joy in my freaking life since I watched it today. Yeah. But you know how things start out. First, I gotta do my vlog, the vlog part of this podcast. So here's what happened today. First off, today I didn't do much of anything. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I didn't do much of anything. I was here watching videos, enjoying life. Waited until 4:50, so like that I can get ready to go to the movies for a very, very stinking good movie. I absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to tell you what movie it is. But yeah, I watched the movie, and afterwards, when it was 9, I was home. My father gave me a haircut, and currently I am basically bald. Yeah. But that's all that happened today. I'm just going back to my lazy era of being me. Yeah. But yeah, that's all that honestly happened. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay. But now, since I told you guys what I did today, I guess it's time for our first topic. Right before I search something up real quickly. Hold on a minute. First topic of today is that apparently in Sweden, they are making a machine for crows. Yeah, crows. They are making a machine for crows where they basically the birds get food for finding cigarettes around the freaking floor. The bird would put in the cigarettes, and once it does in the machine analyzes it apparently and gives the crow some peanuts. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're hearing like a big humming noise, it's my air conditioner. Once again, I no longer can use my microphone. Not until I get a brand new cord for it. One that is a lot more better now. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, that's all I know about that. Like, people are letting birds take care of the freaking planet. They're letting birds taking care of the planet. Like, the heck? If anything, that machine should be for us. We should be freaking grabbing the goddamn cigarettes and putting them in there. It's not the birds' fault. Like, it's their home, it's not ours. Like, Jesus thinking Christ. I honestly think it's a stupid idea. And no, it's not because like, oh, the birds are getting peanuts. No, it's because we're a bunch of lazy asses that thinks that we can just walk around with no consequences. If it weren't for this planet, we would all be like not. We will all not exist, man. I'm thankful for the planet that we live in. But yeah. Oh, and to make it a little bit more worse, they don't even get a whole lot. They just get one peanut. If I remember correctly, a peanut is like not that big, and the freaking crow is quite big. Not super big, but quite big. So I was thinking maybe they should get like at least 3 or 5. I honestly think that would be way more better if you really wanna thank them. But at the same time, we shouldn't be letting them take care of their own home. We are like literally intruding in their freaking home. Yeah. But that's all I have to say about that. You know what nature doesn't need to worry about? Diarrhea. They don't need to think, they don't need to like be careful with diarrhea. And it's funny that I'm mentioning that because I'm on to my next topic now. Taco Bell. A lot of you might not know this, but apparently there's a diarrhea parasite in Taco Bell where they on the lettuce, I think. That's what I'm pretty sure that's what I heard from other people. There is a diarrhea parasite going around on the food and stuff and making a lot of people very, very sick. And one of the places that has this diarrhea parasite is here, which makes me a little bit upset because like I freaking love Taco Bell from time to time. So hearing that one of the places is here in Illinois, that's not the absolute greatest. I honestly hope they figure out a way to get rid of it, so like that I don't poop myself to death. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that conversation. That's it. For a very, very long time, I thought I knew stuff. I thought I was becoming a wise man, but then every once in a while, the world just throws me a curveball, and suddenly I'm learning that in Costco, you are able to take your photo token with you holding your child. I don't know exactly if the kid needs to be a certain age, so like that he could be in a photo with his father and stuff. But I've learned that you can do that in Costco. When you go to a Costco and get your membership card, they could be like, hey, you want to take a picture with your kid? We can make your profile picture of you and your kid. And you can say either, yeah, sure, or no thanks. Honestly, I would say yes because, like, come on. But yeah. Yeah, you can do that with any Costco place, basically. But that's all I have to say about that topic. Now, the second to last thing that I have to say in this podcast I don't know if you guys were in Twitch when I was live streaming a game. I'm not going to name what game it is, even though some of you might know. I'm not going to say it. And if I see anyone freaking spoiling what game it is, I will remove the message faster than you can say piece of cake. Yeah. I did a live stream and it was basically the worst live stream of all time. The absolute worst. Just horrific. So freaking awful. So freaking awful. Everything that went wrong absolutely went horribly wrong. Everything that made me so goddamn furious that I didn't want to live stream no more. I was like, you know what? I'm ending it because like I can't freaking do this. I can't freaking do this. This is annoying me. I'm frustrated. I'm furious. And if I continue, I'll get more and more furious. I'll get more and more pissed off. So that's exactly what I did. I ended it early, and that's that. That is that. But let me show you the process of it. Basically, starting the live stream, I go to where you see like the city, the freaking place of downtown Aurora. Eventually, I go to turn on the mic and you know when the mic is working or not because of the bar underneath audio input capture. Yeah, when you are talking, the little bar turns green and a little bit yellow and stuff. When I was talking, that wasn't happening at all. That wasn't happening at all. The entire time, you couldn't hear me. You couldn't hear me at all. So I was just like, what the heck? Why isn't my microphone working right now? Why can no one hear me right now? Why is it malfunctioning? Like I don't understand why. Like I just don't get it. And that is why I'm saying that I'm going to be getting a brand new cord for my my mic. Hopefully, when my dad has no work again in the mornings, hopefully, so like that I can buy a new one, and you guys will be able to hear me again. But here's the thing. It gets worse. Not only was my microphone not working, like it would cut back in where you were hearing sentence. Also, my apologies, you guys. I will need to speak very low because my dad has super hearing. But yeah, as I was saying, I was trying to do a live stream and the microphone wasn't working. The freaking the little thing that is plugged into the microphone must be not working no more. So I'm gonna get a brand new wire, USB wire for it, and hoping that works. I'm either gonna get it tomorrow, convincing my dad that we should go to Walmart. But if not, it will most likely be on not Friday. Saturday. But yeah. But not only was the microphone working, but my Elgato wasn't neither. The Elgato was constantly losing audio. It was losing audio, and then eventually it was losing the capture card completely. It wasn't catching the game at all as well, because at one point I would try and change the freaking change the thing where it shows like a camera and stuff, and then go back to the capture card, Elgato capture card, basically. And whenever I did that, the screen would go black. The screen would go black, and you wouldn't be able to see the game no more. You wouldn't be able to see that. Yeah. In the entire time, I was just upset. I was angry. I was frustrated. Until I fix it. But here's the thing. You know me. I have horrible luck. So you know what happened next? The freaking charger of the laptop came loose from the outlet. Not a lot of people know this, but my laptop is not doing the greatest. My laptop is becoming very, very old. That now it's losing power very, very quickly. Extremely quickly. Like after 10 freaking minutes, it turns off. It turns off completely. And every freaking time I need to see this freaking text saying that since the laptop is getting old, that the battery has diminished like greatly. Yeah. But yeah, after that happened, after the laptop turned off, that made me go into a frenzy. That made me go insane. I didn't destroy anything, but it made me go insane. I was just like, oh my god. Like, I was furious. And when I got back into my laptop, I noticed it all went back to how it was. Like, once again, my microphone wasn't working. Once again, the capture card wasn't getting the audio. And when I tried to change, like, the camera, the capture card to a camera, it then back to the capture card, blank screen. You couldn't see the game. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the first time it played the audio of the game I was playing, it was stuttering quite a lot. Like, it would cut back in, and then back out, then back in, then back out, just over and over and over again. I don't know what was going on that day. I'm honestly hoping on Friday that doesn't freaking happen. Like, I'm hoping to God it doesn't freaking happen again. Because I really want to live stream again. I really do. But I won't be able to if it does this, man. But yeah. That's what has happened on Monday. Why I didn't do a live stream on Tuesday. But I'm hoping on Friday everything is working again. Right now, I'm letting the Elgato game capture to rest up. So maybe like that it will freaking work a little bit more. But time is the only one that can say if it is or isn't. I'm just hoping it does fix things. If I just unplug it and don't let it be, just not use it at all. But yeah. That's all I have to say about that topic. You know who else was also having a pretty bad time? Honestly, probably a worse time than me. Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, in the movie Spider-Man Brand New Day. Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is what I watched today on Wednesday. Some of you might not understand right now, in this moment in time, it's Wednesday. You guys are watching it on Thursday, but I'm making it on Wednesday. Yeah. Let me explain the movie. Let me spoil it for you guys. Let me spoil this movie for you guys. Basically, I watched Marvel's Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it starts off with Peter Parker just feeling so sad and stuff, remembering the past and reading the notes that he made. At first he was like, I can do this myself, I don't need no one. But that's obviously not freaking true. Yeah. Let's just fast forward to the action part. Spider-Man was fighting bad guys, getting bad people, whipping up bad guys and stuff. He was just doing fantastic, basically. And this young police officer was like, you need to stop, like, come on, you need a break, please just take a break. And he's like, no, like, there's bad guys out there, come on. Yeah. He would go to Aunt May's grave, giving her flowers, putting flowers next to her tombstone. There would be time he would freaking fight like bad guys like Scorpion, and then he would fight Tombstone. He would just be getting all of these bad guys. Yeah. It was freaking amazing. And then he goes to buy flowers for Aunt May again, so like that he can put them in her like tombstone again. And then he noticed her. MJ is there. And he is stalking her, basically. Yeah. But yeah, that happened. That happened in that movie. He sees her, and he is reminded of everything that he lost after in the end of No Way Home. But then the movie starts to get more interesting because suddenly his hand is really hurting a whole lot. Like his hand is like just in so much freaking pain. A lot of pain. Like so much amount of pain. And then he collapses. He wakes up outside with web all over him. And then he learned he has organic webbing, just like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Yeah. He learns that he has that now, that he will no longer need to have the webs. He will no longer need to go like do the thing. He just needs to make a fist, I bet. I don't know. But yeah. That's how he got organic webbing, but to make it bad, his senses skyrocket. They are super duper high up. Like every little thing, hear pain as well, because like so much noise, everything is so loud. He is basically becoming Superman with the abilities to hear people's minds, basically. Yeah. Oh, and after a little bit, we meet the villain, the bad guy. I mean, not a villain, the bad guy of this movie, which I won't name right now. But if you've seen the movie, you know who I am talking about. Like this, there is a person teleporting to people, basically, trying to figure out who. Trying to figure out who Spider-Man is. And eventually this person does. This girl does. Like she figured out who that is, who Spider-Man is, and taunts him by saying, "Hey, why don't we meet Mary Jane? Why don't we meet her?" Yeah. Yeah. Let's go meet MJ, she says. He goes like, "You better leave her alone." they find. Oh wait, I forgot to freaking talk about one of the big things. Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, goes to Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. So yeah, that happens. He finds the Hulk and asks him, "Hey, is there a way for people to get rid of the bad of powers and keep the good?" And he was like, "Yeah, sort of, but it would be kind of dangerous." And he goes like, "Oh, okay." And then he says, "You're not in my class, are you?" And Peter is like, "No, not really, no. I wanted to like see the people, like the class, basically." Okay. And then he goes like, "But I am from here. I need to go to the library, please. Excuse me." And then Bruce Banner goes like, "Boy, the library is this way." So yeah, that happened. He goes to the library and reads up about stuff, and then he basically learns how to compress his mutation, basically. Yeah. But yeah, that happened. Fast forward, the woman, the little girl, takes over of Bruce Banner. Eventually, she gets out of his head because he's like, "Get out!" Boom. But then, it happened. It happened. Like he returned. He came back. It happened. Yeah. The big green machine has returned, and don't get me wrong, I was a little bit excited, but at the same time I was like, fuck, this is bad. This is not good. Like, oh god, please, like, don't kill him. Don't kill Spider-Man. He's my favorite. But yeah. But no. It was like, boy, I'm not just going to kill him. I'm going to murder him. And he almost does. Until he looks in the mirror and goes like, oh god, I can't do this again. No, I can't, no. But yeah. Oh god. It was good to see him again, but like, Jesus Christ. Oh, and it turns out Hulk didn't know who Spider-Man was. Hulk didn't know who Spider-Man was. The reason why I'm saying this is because I saw a video of someone going like, oh, the Hulk will most definitely remember Spider-Man because he is a different being from Bruce Banner. But no, he didn't know who Spider-Man was. He was like, me going to stomp you now. And he did the whole like boom, 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 boom. Reference to him doing that to Loki in the first Avengers movie. But yeah. So Spider-Man is fighting the Hulk, the actual Hulk, and some way, somehow he survived. Thank God. After that, he stabs the woman, which now I would name the woman, the little girl, Jean Grey. Some of you might not know who that is. That's basically a X-Men member, but since the X-Men doesn't exist right now, it's just a person, someone that doesn't know how to control her powers fully yet. Yeah. But yeah, that's that basically. And then we cut ahead to Spider-Man getting Jean Grey, and I'm cutting ahead to Jean Grey being captured, and like that, the world is safe. But not really, because after that, after a few minutes, we learned that the company that was teaming up with Spider-Man is actually a bad team and stuff. Oh yeah, Spider-Man went to a building with bad people, but at the time he didn't know and stuff. And when Jean Grey got captured, Spider-Man talked to the guy and was like, oh, she mentioned a name, Stacy, something like that. And he was like, oh, it's a friend of mine that died a few years back. Yeah. Eventually, he goes home. Everything is good. I'm doing air quotes on good. Let's fast forward. Jean Grey was able to destroy a machine that they made because they are actually evil and they're trying to, I don't know, like get rid of her and stuff. Eventually, she gets loose, and brings the guy that Spider-Man was talking to closer, about to basically like end his life. Spider-Man stops the guards, webs them up, and then Spider-Man is fighting bad guys, ninjas, controlled by Jean Grey. At first he was doing good, but then after a few minutes he was getting his ass kicked. And after a while, Jean Grey was like, they look at us like monsters, but in actuality They are the monsters. They're horrible. They are like putrid. Which I would understand naming Americans that. Some Americans. I just know some Americans are going to get pissed. I don't really care. Yeah. Like, I don't care. I don't get mad. Obviously, I don't mean it, but I'm willing to mean it enough to make them upset. So like that, we know which ones are the bad ones, basically. Like, come on. But anyways, yeah. She is about to do something, and all of a sudden, Spider-Man goes into God mode, takes a little chip that he had in the back of his head, and uses his new talents. He is able to whip up a bunch of freaking bad guys, and the ninjas, basically. And then goes in the building to talk to Jean Grey, going like, hey, this ain't the way to do that. This isn't the way, like, trust me. And she goes like, why would you understand any of this? Like, I lost someone. I lost my sister. Yeah, she has a sister. I lost my sister. And all you can do there is say, don't do this? Like, he freaking deserves it. Like, we're better than them. And eventually she goes like, man, I freaking wish I can go in there in your stupid head of mind of yours. And Peter goes like, fine, do it, go ahead. And she goes like, my pleasure. Goes in there, and we see Aunt May, and she goes like, hey, things are gonna be tough. He goes like, I know. And she says, I don't think you do. Like, there will be bad people out there, horrible people, but you gotta also understand that not all of them are gonna be horrible. You're going to have people that will support you and love you and all of that nonsense. Yeah. But the entire time it was Jean Grey replacing Peter Parker. So it's like Aunt May was talking to Jean Grey. Eventually they hugged and everything was good. But then Peter comes in going like, hey. And he walks over and goes like, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I'm sorry I chose his side over yours. Like, I should have talked to you more. Like, you don't need to do this alone. You got me. Like, come on. We're basically kind of alike each other. Like, you lost your sister. I lost my Aunt May. I lost my girlfriend. I lost my friend. Like, you always have me. And then in that moment, oh yeah, I should probably mention the Punisher is in this movie. At first they were bickering, they were basically arguing like a married couple because Spider-Man will always be like, oh, I saved your life that one time. And Frank was like, dude, Like, I didn't even need your freaking help. Not one bit. There was one time that there was a little fight in them in the beginning of that one, where Spider-Man kicks him, takes him out of the car, and then Frank was about to go like, "You son of a," and Spider-Man webs his mouth. "You son of a, go home, Frank." Yeah. A second time that they meet was when Spider-Man brought MJ there and stuff. Oh, there was a certain part where Spider-Man and MJ was talking, going like, "Oh, when we were up there, we basically kissed. Like, when the woman was taking control of your mind, we kissed and stuff because I thought you remembered me," something like that. And she was like, "Oh, okay." Wait, it's kind of weird because I don't remember that really. Like, I don't remember that at all. I remember like being in my office and then suddenly I was falling. And he was like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, I was in my room just doing the project, and then suddenly I'm falling. And then it turns out she had control of her the entire time, apparently. Yeah. Yep. So that happened. But anyways, Frank, second time, Spider-Man takes MJ to his place, tells Frank to protect her because he owes him. Yeah. Oh, and he was also there to help Spider-Man out with Bruce Banner Hulk. But he wasn't there to help him out with the Hulk. Yeah. And then, yeah. Let's fast forward. Frank is on top of a building about to shoot Jean Grey, but then Peter Parker moves out of the way to save her, and he gets shot. Basically, he is the one that gets shot, not her. Like, she's alright. And he goes to the hospital, he's alright. But the entire time I was watching that, I was like, please God, please God, please God, please God, no, don't let him like pass away like this, please God, please, oh please. Thankfully, he made it. He is alright. He is good. Thank God. Jesus Christ. But yeah. He makes it, and then he learns how many people appreciate him. a lot of people appreciate him. There's so many people that appreciate him, man. Because Frank Castle was in the hospital when Spider-Man woke up and stuff. When he woke up, the entire time he was crying when he was asleep. When Spider-Man was asleep, basically, he was crying and stuff. And he wakes up seeing Frank snoring, basically, and then he wakes up going like, "Oh, hey buddy, hey pal, how are you?" And yeah. Peter notices that he is crying. He was like, "Are you crying?" And he's like, "What? No, I'm not. Why would you say that? You totally are. I made you cry." And then they had a good laugh. It was hilarious, man. He's so wholesome as well. Yeah. Jean Grey, she goes home. And MJ kind of knows now who Peter Parker is. Not fully. She no longer likes him because she doesn't remember him no more, unfortunately. And in the end of the movie, he sees Ned, walks over to him. Ned notices the flowers, and he goes like, "Oh, you're the flower guy." And he goes like, "Yeah, my name is Peter Parker." Wait, no. He says, "My name is Peter." "Oh, hey, Peter." And then he does the freaking thing when they had their memories. Yeah. And the last thing Ned says once the movie goes dark is, "Peter." And that's how it ends. There is a after credit scene where the app that Ned made, the what is it called? Oh god, what is it called? The Spidey Tractor. Yeah, that's it. The Spidey Tractor goes like, "Spider-Man's location is unknown. Spider-Man's location is unknown." And it just says that for a few seconds, eventually going like, "Spider-Man location found." And he's in outer space. Yeah. And that's how the movie ends. My god, man. I freaking loved that movie. That movie was great. That movie was wonderful. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I really did. It was amazing, man. It was amazing. But yeah. This was kind of a long one. Not as long as... Actually, no, I'm pretty sure it's longer than the last one, basically. But yeah, that's that, you guys. This was a great podcast. Yeah, I'm very, very happy for anyone that might have watched this throughout the entire thing. I appreciate that. If you want updates on upcoming videos, live streams, and episodes of this podcast, why not follow me in my Blue Sky account or go to my Discord server? Links to it will be down below, hopefully. But if they're not, then you can always go to my channel and you'll probably see links to it there. A link to my Blue Sky and my Discord server there. These episodes of the podcast happen every single month, so if you wanna see them, be here every month. And if you wanna see vlogs from this channel, because this is a vlog channel, subscribe. I was about to say follow me. Subscribe for the videos here. I also have a gaming channel where I play video games. But yeah, you guys, that's about it. I'll see you guys with another episode of the BGA Podcast. Peace.